Hi guys, welcome to the Zenderson Show, and for today we are going to do a review and also comparison of the Dragonzord and Megazord from the ZAP series by Hasbro. Let's check it out. So, here is the ZAP Megazord. The Megazord from the ZAP series. As you can see, it looks kind of different from the rest of the Megazord, in the sense that the proportion is a little different from the rest of it. Let me show you. Hold on. So this is ZAP Megazord compared with the original Megazord from Bandai back way then. You can see side by side. The ZAP Megazord is actually taller than the Bandai one, original one. Slimmer too. The legs, there are actually, the ZAP Megazord have longer legs, you can see. And then let's compare it to the Hasbro 2020 one. This is 2020. Looks similar. I think the 2020 Megazord is kind of like a prototype for the ZAP series, in my opinion, because there's a lot of similarities to it. And yeah, but the ZAP Megazord is superior in so many ways, because you can actually swivel the waist here. That's because you have the option to separate the tail at the back, so you can move the waist up and down as well. That's pretty cool. And yeah, other than that, I have another Megazord that I can compare it to. Sorry, I don't have any SOC, so this is purely based on what I have, so bear that in mind. This is the Legacy Megazord. As you can see, it is much taller than the Legacy Megazord. And in my opinion, it is, how to say this, the weight is kind of the same. Of course, for a shorter Megazord, in terms of proportions and whatnot, the Legacy one is much heavier because of the die-cast parts. But it is not as cheap feeling as what people say. In my opinion, they kept it light because you want to do a lot of poses, so you can do a lot of poses when you have light parts that doesn't fall over because it's too heavy, you know. So that's a plus side for ZAP Megazord. Alright, enough of the Megazord. Let's move on to the Dragonzord, shall we? Hold on. Right. So for the Dragonzord, we have it right here. It actually looks really good. The paint job on this is really nice. I've seen a lot of people who already got it says that it is much better than quality control in rather than the Megazord itself. So yeah, you can see that it looks really nice here. All the details, and you can see the tail part here. It comes with a lot of accessories as well. You have rocket that you can put here. You shoot up the rockets from the fingers. And then of course you have the Green Ranger that you can put here. I don't know if you can see that or not. It's really cool. And then you have this, which is actually a plate that you can put on when you're doing Ultra Megazord mode. So basically you can put it here like that. So it looks nice actually. I mean, you don't have that whole part, so when you're taking photos, having this part is really awesome in my opinion. Alright, hold on. It's a little bit tricky to take out once you put it in. So alright, so that is the ZAP Dragonzord. Let's compare it to the original Bandai one. So it is smaller than the Bandai one, slimmer as well. And I like it. I like the fact that it is smaller because when you put this one combined with the Megazord, it's kind of like much bigger than the original Megazord itself, but this it's about the same size. So yeah, you can see that the design, it follows the Japanese one, but the gold is somewhat similar to the old one compared to the Legacy one, which I have right here. This is heavy. This is really heavy. Comparing this, the Legacy Megazord with the ZAP Megazord, it's similar in weight, but this one is a lot heavier than the ZAP one. And this is the main issue in my opinion because of the die-cast parts in the Dragonzord. When you put it in Ultra Megazord mode, it tends to tip over to the front because of the weight, the sheer weight of the Dragonzord itself. And you can see when I wiggle this, it doesn't like have like a lot of moving parts, like you know, parts that's moving against each other, because it's quite locked and secured by the pins and whatnot. But this one, it's not really secure. No matter how hard I try to do it, it's always seems to be the case. So yeah, I do recommend the Legacy Dragonzord for its looks, weight, and aesthetics. But other than that, it's just that if you want to play a Dragonzord, I would recommend going with the ZAP one because of the accessories, the posabilities, and also the toyetic features. So yeah, that's it for the comparison for now. Let's do other modes for the Dragonzord. Okay, so I have transformed the Megazords to Dragonzord battle mode. So let's start with, of course, the main star of the video is the ZAP series. So this is the ZAP series Dragonzord battle mode. So you can see it feels really solid, and this is the first for me. I mean, like I don't have any SoC, so I'm not sure how do they do it, but you can actually have the Dragonzord battle mode hold the weapon like this, and of course you can do like different poses and whatnot, right? But yeah, you have another hand that can actually hold the staff part of the weapon. That is really awesome. And of course you have this as well. That is really nice. I am actually really loving this series, guys. This line of Megazord. It is really fun. It's really unique, and so far it is very poseable. You can have it do like this. Look at that. That is nice, right? And then we compare that to the OG Dragonzord Battle Mode from Bandai. So height wise is about the same, but you can see that this one can pose more than this. Well, this one you can only like raise the arm, and then the chest part is too big for it to do anything else. You can see that. Well, this one you can do a lot of things with it. Right, moving on to the Legacy. Oh god. This is the Legacy Dragonzord Battle Mode, and it's already falling apart. Oh man, okay. I'll put this one here first. Put it here so you can see this. It's actually quite heavy, and you can't really do much because you see the leg part. Let me put this here first. Okay. What's happening is this. Of course, you don't need to worry about that because you need to put it standing up, but here's the thing. When you put it standing up like this, it falls down forward because of the weight. That is a problem with the Legacy line. So yeah, I think ZAP fixes the problem by making it quite sturdy. Let's move on to the next mode, shall we? Okay, so the final mode is here, and I have to say the ZAP Megazord Ultrazord mode is, what do you call this mode? Is it Mega Dragonzord? Maybe Mega Dragonzord. Ultrazord is when you have the Titanus, right? So yeah, this is looking really good. Take a look at that, guys. And see the plate? Put on the plate, and it's looking like, it looks like it's made to be one piece, you know? And there's no like wobbly and parts coming out when you shake it. Well, except for the legs, but yeah, no. Yeah, so this is the Mega Dragonzord mode for the ZAP. All sturdy. And let's take a look at the other versions and compare them. So this will be quite hard because all of them are chunky now. This is the vintage Mega Dragonzord mode. So I think I didn't put that properly. It's very hard to do it properly, you see. The sheer weight will pull it up, so you will have that problem with that gap there. On this one you don't have any. This feels solid as well. I mean, for almost 30 years old toy, it feels solid. Now, Legacy on the other hand is, let me try to, sorry, falling apart. Let me put this aside first. Okay. Right. This is the Legacy version, and I think there's a hook here to put them together, but I can't seem to make it fit. It's really hard to do this. I mean, like this one particular, I can't seem to do it because of the sheer weight as well. So yeah, feels solid, but feels like it's gonna fall apart when I move something. Alright, maybe now I can do it. Is it in? No, it's not in yet. How am I supposed to put it in? I mean, there's a tab at the back here to connect it all together, but I don't know, guys. It's not. Yeah, I give up. I cannot do it. So yeah, this is the Legacy one. Comparing the size, the ZAP is bigger and the Legacy is heavier, that's for sure. But see, it's not too bad, but the problem is when you want to set it down. Hold on, you want to set it down. Sometimes when you like move it a little bit, that happens. So everything falls forward. That is the problem with the Legacy Mega Dragonzord. So I understand with Titanus they have like these brackets that you can put to make it sturdier. It helps, but I still, when I put it on, it still leans forward, and the piece actually flew off and become a projectile because of the sheer weight of this. Don't get me wrong, I like Legacy as well, but as something that you display and to show off, and that's it. In terms of toyetic playing, I would say the ZAP wins every time. Look at that. You can pose a lot with these. You even have like replacement hand, and you can move the hips and the waist, and you can also make it sit down. This is the first Megazord that I have that can sit down. My only problem is my chest piece keeps coming off. That's it. But that's a minor problem in my opinion. So you can make it sit down. Let me sit down over here. So, is the ZAP series worth the money? I know it's quite pricey for the quality of the plastic and whatnot. People say it's not worth it, but if you want a Megazord that can pose a lot and also is sturdy enough to play, in my opinion, it's worth it. This piece is worth it. So yeah, that's the review and comparison. I'm giving this a 2 thumbs up. And yeah, I hope you guys like the video. It's a long video, but I try to cover as much as I can. So yeah, like this is the first Megazord that I have that can turn the head and also like sit down and do a lot of different types of poses. So this is the toy that my childhood wants, that my childhood self wants. This is it. Even though it's not screen accurate and whatnot, but you know what, in my opinion, maybe it's more towards the comic version, where they have like those minor details and all that drawn on to the zords. So yeah, it is what it is. And the ZAP Megazord, I like it. I love it. Okay, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys liked the video. I try to cover as much as I can because with what zords that I have, I don't have the SoC, so I can't compare that. So yeah, if you guys have it, do let me know. And what's the similarity, what's the difference between the SoC and the ZAP? Oh, that's it. Do subscribe if you haven't do so, and also please give this video a like. And thanks for watching, guys. See you guys next time.